I want to do a talk on how what we're doing is very similar to Apple. Huh? You're thinking, how is launching ideas similar to what Apple did with PCs? Well, it's very similar in the sense that right now, in order to be an entrepreneur, there are so many skills that you have to assemble in order to succeed. What Apple did in innovating the personal computer was they assembled everything for you. All right? So prior to Apple, you'd have to buy your own disk drive, or your own keyboard, you'd have to buy all these different things and understand how all these pieces fit together. Well, a ubiquitous solution for an entrepreneur means that, you know, having to file your taxes and doing all this stuff, you know, being able to get patents, I mean, all of these different things include very specific skill sets, right? How to raise money, how to go about the different stages, the different, you know, the learning curve is tremendous. Just as the learning curve was prior to Apple was and what they innovated, the personal computer. It was only available to a very specific niche group of individuals that had the knowledge base to succeed. The startup is the same way. The people who succeed at the startup have to have a tremendous skill set in place and access to funds and know-how that enables them to launch their innovative ideas. Less than 2.5% of the population are innovators, okay? Out of that 2.5% of the population, I would say less than 1% have the skills necessary as currently defined to be an entrepreneur. So what the Open Startup does is it actually eliminates all of these requirements, because ultimately what we're doing is very similar to Apple, is we're assembling them all together into a ubiquitous solution called the Open Startup Incubator that takes care of all these different skills that you traditionally would need to have, enrolling them into one solution, the Open Startup. My name is Michael Trout, trying to broaden your paradigm on the opportunity that we present with the Open Startup, and hoping that you will, you know, find what we are doing of interest, because ultimately we are seeking to find people and do business with folks who ultimately believe in what we believe. And we believe that entrepreneurs deserve a fair and equitable opportunity to launch their ideas. And we believe that the current system, what I call the closed startup or the startup, right, does not provide that. And the solution is the Open Startup that will be a ubiquitous, you know, and its ubiquitous platform, the Open Startup Incubator. Thanks. Am I still recording?